Welcome back. So welcome to chapter 1, part B. And in this part, we're going to learn learn two things: the natural 6 and the flat 3 to 3 move. So let's learn the natural 6 thing first. So not a lot of people know that in a blues, major blues setting. So a major blues is like an A7 going to a D7. Of course, there's a 12 blues pattern, and then there's an E7, but we don't have that in the solo for the exam. So that's a major blues. So that's basically what we're dealing with here. And not a lot of people know that when they solo, they can actually use the natural 6. But if you have done any basic blues comping, just like the one that I did, I'm not trying to waste my video time here. The reason that I played is, did you notice there's actually an F sharp? And if you can use that in your comping pattern, if you're rhythm playing, you can definitely use that in your solo playing. So in part A, what we did was we tried to cover a lot of areas on the fretboard, and we play the A minor pentatonic or the A blues scale all over the neck, pretty much. And with the same framework, we'll try to add the natural 6 to what we already know. So for this pattern, so just one octave there. All right, so you can actually add the F sharp there. So on the page, what I wrote was when I played F sharp, I omitted the G. The reason is sometimes when people solo, these two notes don't necessarily go together, so it sounds a little bit scalar. So, what I want you to know right now is that the F sharp can be part of the note choices that you have. So, all right. So you can certainly keep the blue note. So going down, keep going down. All right. So you have the G, the A, the G, the flat 7, the 6, and then the E here again, and then the D, and then the C. All right. So let's go here first, okay? So what we did was there's a A minor pentatonic here as well. So the 5th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret. So the E flat, D, and then the C. And then watch now, there's a G, the 5th fret here. And then the 4th fret, grab the F sharp here. So we will be doing, we're playing in this position quite a bit later on. Be familiar with this position as well. And then there's a D, C, and then A. Try to know these notes in this pattern as well. Try to repeat what I just did. For now, you don't really have to play a lot of lines. Just get familiar with the note choices that you have again. So moving on. So from here, I would like to expand. So in this position, we have the F sharp here. So for this position, you just have to shift down by 1 fret so that you can grab the F sharp with your first finger. And actually later on, we have that sounds something like this. We'll look into it later, but for now, you can just transcribe this lick, and so that you will be familiar with this pattern. All right, so moving on, we have this pattern. So with your first finger, grab the 10th fret of the A. So you have these few notes here. I really like this position for some reason. So the F sharp is here on the 11th fret of the G string. And what I often do is I can bend the C here, up. Very bluesy sounding kind of thing. And moving on. So the F sharp is here, so you can another position there. So pretty much we're just adding the natural six to what we already know. So 14, the C, the D, the E, the F sharp. So that's it. For now, just get to know what the natural six is, which is the F sharp if we are in A blues, and try to learn it in different positions. Get to know the notes, be friend with it, and let's move on. The flat 3 to 3 move. So again, for all the minor pentatonic scale that we just did. So last time we talked about being able to bend it up just a little bit, and actually it could go more than that. You can always do that on the 1 chord, but we would discuss note choices later on, so let's not worry about that later. So for now, I just want you to understand that this is one of the note choices. Actually, on the 4 chord, you want to avoid this, but on the 1 chord, it sounds perfect. And so in here, in this position, we do this a lot. We have one link that will help you memorize this. So the bar with the D, F sharp here, the A, go back to the A. So you can do the double stop here and then hammer on. We do this a lot here. This is what we call the flat 3 to 3 move. We do this a lot in the blues context. So another position that we do this a lot is here. An octave down, and then a C here. You can go really country with this. So you can grab the C, hammer off the C sharp, and then grab the A here. Alright? So there you go. For all the positions that we just learned, try to repeat this on all the positions that we just covered. And there you have it. That is chapter 1, part B. And understand that the natural 6 can be used, and flat 3 to 3 is a common thing in blues. So get these two things down, play the scales a little bit. I will see you in the next part.